6:40 is the time. Now, you know, kids are settling into summer, but with Michigan's reading law now in the books, what do parents need to know to help them out? And how can you make sure your child isn't held back? 7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith is joining us live with more on this. Matthew, obviously, this is an important year coming up.
Yeah, because the 2019-2020 school year, if you are not prepared to go into 4th grade at a 3rd grade reading level, if you're not at level, they can actually hold you back. Let's actually take a closer look at this new Michigan law and how it plays out. Beginning in the coming school year, 2019-2020, if your child cannot read at 3rd grade level, they will be held back. They will remain in 3rd grade. Now, if your child isn't there, if they're a full grade level behind or more, you can request a meeting with school staff to see if you can get a waiver and let them move forward, but there's no guarantee your child would avoid a repeat of the 3rd grade.
Herself.
You're taking a look inside Beyond Basics as they train literacy tutors.
Mag.
Soon these tutors will be inside Detroit classroom teaching kids to read, but they're targeted students and gives you a good idea of where our state is at and what some are calling a literary crisis. These tutors will be working with high schoolers.
I see this as the largest solvable disability in America.
Pamela Good is preparing for this year's pilot program. Her group has a goal of one-on-one intensive tutoring for all the students necessary. And the numbers in Detroit high schools alone, well, it is staggering. This
is a campaign to save 10,000 lives.
That's why Michigan's new reading law is so important. The aim, get kids reading early. Good calls it flawed for a number of reasons, but says if nothing else, it's drawing attention to a crisis playing out right in front of our eyes. A lot of kids cannot read. So for parents of young children, this summer is important, and the advice is more simple than you can imagine.
Sitting alongside and reading a story to them, helping them develop a love for learning and a love for the story, to know that, you know, kind of just demonstrating to them that this is a good thing.
So, Matt, we know some parents may be panicking or really nervous over their kids being held back, but is there a difference between the child reading alone or reading with them?
Well, you know, at Beyond Basics, they said, especially when they're younger, they stress the idea of a parent or a grandparent or a family friend actually reading with that child, because you're doing more than just reading with them. You're also kind of modeling, if you will, the idea that this is something that is important. You're doing it yourself, so they want to do it as well. Also, they say you should be doing something that's age appropriate so you can talk about it with them later, so you understand that they're retaining that information. So believe it or not, reading with somebody, actually having them read it to them, can sometimes be more beneficial in these situations.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So summer reading, get it going. Thank you so much for that live update, Matthew.